left, ignition. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off.
Hello and welcome back to the slowest sim driving channel on YouTube. SSBB Clubman's returns for round 3 and we are at Interlagos this week. Starting out with the N300s, Gernal has qualified on pole, then Slang, Adders, myself and Gaby. But look at the start of this race. I got off the line like a rocket, controlled the wheel spin and was into the S's first. So that was a great start. Adders didn't have a good start. He was out wide on the gravel, which isn't going to help him get through the S's at all. Luckily, it's a place where you can get back up to speed quite quickly, so he's not going to lose too much time. So we get to have a nice look at our car going down this straight on its own in the lead of the race. What a great start to the video. Couldn't have asked for more. But Gernal, the current league leader, is all over our back end. Look at him. He's darting left and right. We need to beat Gernal if we can, because we need to be taking the championship points off him. They're very important. Of course, the Group 4 race after this is worth more points. So that's the race where we really want to be winning. But this is our damage limitation race. If we can do it. He's there alongside us. Gernal goes around the outside of us in a brilliant move. Very, very brave. Well done. And now Slang's having a look. Adder's having a look at Slang. It's all very, very close. Very, very dicey. And this is just the first lap as well. Now, as we come here to this last section, Slang gets on the curb, hits us, and it just drove me a little bit wide. And I got onto the grass under brakes. And, you know, that didn't help anybody. I hit Slang quite hard. It wasn't intentional. It was just one of those things. But I lost all my momentum and Adder's slipped past. So I went from a great start to a meh. What? How often have we seen that happen? Anyway, here we are. We're in the slipstream of Adders. Can we do anything with it? These N300s not quite as good as the Group 4s in the slipstream, unfortunately. Behind us there, Gaby's got a penalty. He tries to go past us and doesn't quite manage it, as he's serving the penalty instead. Once again, the penalty rules for SSBB Clubman's not the same as the penalty rules that we've seen in the Race Asylum races. There's no obligation to scrub them at any point. So people will get rid of them as and when they can. We sometimes see people use them as a method of positioning their car on corners. It's a little bit frowned upon, but you know, it happens. There we go. The Adders there having a go at Slang, didn't quite make it stick. Nice try, nice try. Gaby really staying with us very well. This is a better drive than we've seen him with recently, although this was his first ever visit to the track. We had about half an hour's practice beforehand where he could familiarise himself with the track, but beyond that, the Fat Cat had never graced Interlagos before. He did a great job of keeping up. Up ahead, Gernal monstering this session. Going for those maximum points. You know what he's like. He's quite the driver. We've scooted forward a little bit. I say a little bit. We've scooted forward to right near the end of the race. See Slang there clearing a penalty, which is going to put Adders right on him. This is the drag race to the checkered flag. Has Slang lost too much momentum? Will he again lose a place on the line? Up ahead, we've got Gernal heading towards the checkered flag, I believe. Oh, Slang, can you lose this place or keep it? He's going to keep it. So it's Gernal, Slang, Adders, myself, and then somewhere in the distance, Gaby had dropped off. On now to the Group 4s. This is kind of the main event for the Clubmans. And as you can see, we're in reverse championship order. So there's Fat Cat Gaming on pole, myself second, then Slang, Adders, and Gurnell. We want to be scoring at least more points than Slang in this race. But it would be nice to score more points than Gurnell while he's down there at the back and try and close up the championship a little bit. I feel like we're able to perform. We just make some very silly mistakes. Let's see if we can get away well. Slang gets away badly. I think he got bogged down by wheel spin. We've got Adders on our inside. Look at that start he made. He had rockets up his ass when he took off the line there. Gaby gets shuffled down to 4th. Oh, and has a bit of a nudge with Slang there. We got away cleanly. Adders got away cleanly. So that was great. Slang is chasing us. Behind us, Gurnell and Gaby, they're having a bit of a battle. Sometimes I don't know whether to call him Gaby or Fat Cat Gaming, but you know what? If you want to check out Fat Cat Gaming's YouTube channel, I'll link it in the description. Back to the race. We are trying to stay in Adder's slipstream. Slang is trying to stay in our slipstream. Gurnell is desperately trying to catch back up to get some points. And this is a great drive away from Adders. He's making up lots and lots of time very early on. But look at Slang. He's right on us now. Now, I was very aware that he'd hit me in the first race. Well, not... Alright, he hadn't hit me. That's taken it a little bit far. He'd pushed me quite aggressively. So, I kind of got the idea of where I needed to defend against him. And knowing that I didn't have the pace to keep up with Adders at this point, it was time to go super defensive. Position the car defensively there. I knew that Slang was going to have a great slipstream just here. And I had to counter it. I think I used my experience against him here. Keeping it to the left. Stay left. And then stay as close to the wall on the left when you get there, so that nobody can get up your inside. See, that makes your opponent go to the outside. And then that leaves them too far out wide to actually get underneath you when you get to the S's. So that's something you'll see me do in this race. To try and get around Slang. And his constant attacks. As a little bonus to making Slang slow down in that corner, it looks like we've helped Gurnell to catch up. Although I don't want Gurnell scoring too many points in this race, it would be nice to see him battling with Slang, because that would then take him off my case. And I could then perhaps look forwards, maybe try and put in some fast laps, see if we can catch up with Adders. So that's the state of play at the moment. But look at Slang. He is absolutely relentless all over us. Behind us, Gurnell gets a penalty. Oh, and then we go out way too wide trying to carry too much speed through there. That is going to be a track limits infringement penalty. There we go. So I'll try and burn that off before the checkered flag. That's the plan. There's plenty of race left. Plenty of race left yet. Just put my teeth back in. So we've got plenty of time to burn that off. What we don't want to do is get another penalty and then really make it hard for ourselves to burn those penalty seconds off. We're coming back up to the straight now, so we're going to be giving Slang another big healthy dose of slipstream. That means once again, stay left and hope for the best. But I hope he doesn't just slingshot around us, because that would be an issue. We don't want him getting to the S's before we do. Here we go, look nice and tight, into the left, make him go around us, and then just cut back to the shot. There we go, look, he's having to go right around us. We're making the road very, very wide for Slang, and that gives us the inside for the entirety of the S's. This is another great passing place, so I'm going to be defensive here, move the car to the middle of the track, and then I'm going to make my one move back to the racing line for the braking zone. There we go. Nice and smooth. That's how you defend around Interlagos. Behind us, Gurnell getting ever closer and closer. He'll be feeling that toe more and more, but he gets another penalty. It's only a little one, but that could be crucial later on. Still trying to burn mine off. Every now and then, just lifting off. Adders getting away. Slang piling on the pressure. He's trying to come up the inside of us there. I'm going to make him go out wide. Out you go. No way through for you here. Sorry. And that does put Gurnell right onto his bumper. So now we've got Slang hopefully driving in his mirrors a little bit. Oh, but I didn't get a good drive out of there. Luckily I got a good entry into that corner, and we're going to be coming back up towards that straight yet again. This time we're going to have a 3-car slipstream train. It's going to be very, very dicey. I came out of there very wide, and unfortunately Slang got underneath us. But it's going to be me in Slang's slipstream, Gunnell in my slipstream. Here we go. Back up towards the start-finish line. We're going to play this slightly differently this time. Has Slang learned our strategy? He has not. Slang lets the car come out wide, so I try and tuck back underneath him. There we go. That line is both attack and defend. Thank you very much. That second place is still mine, but now we're all bunched up. It's very, very brutal. Gunnell elbows his way through. He's in the slipstream now. So when Slang's in my slipstream, I often worry about, you know, taking a hit here and there. When Gunnell's in my slipstream, I worry about just getting overtaken very, very quickly. And there he is, trying to get underneath us. Just kept the foot in. And that's it. Back around the outside. Hope for the best. Can we have the inside for the next corner, please? Yes, we can. Thank you very much. Second place is still ours. But we're losing so much time to Adders by defending here. It's ridiculous. I mean, look, he's gone. The Adders has left the room and gone elsewhere. Oh, Gunnell loses it, and Slang gets into him. That's Gunnell off the track. Slang's still going, but he's lost all his forward momentum. Gunnell, look, just getting going. Well, that's an absolute disaster for him, and it's a disaster for any kind of battle we're hoping to have. It is, however, good for our championship, because that gives us room to breathe. Gunnell has got a Fat Cat Gaming shaped Toyota in his mirrors now. And this man, Adders, has done everything right, and he's just scampering off. Bye, Adders. That's an idea of just how far behind I was at this point. Still can't even see him on the main straight. Slang coming across the line in third there, and then down at the back, Gunnell and Fat Cat Gaming. And as you can see, all the cars very, very spread out at this point. So that's going to be very much how this race finishes. Here comes Adders racing towards the checkered flag for a very well-earned victory. He did everything right, didn't put a foot wrong, flashes his lights in delight, and so he should. We're going to take second place. Thank you very much, Mr. Checkered Flag Waving Man. And here comes Slang GT. He kept it together, but look, Gunnell, he did well to actually catch up a little bit there to Slang. He's going to take fourth, and then Fat Cat Gaming in fifth. Go on, get to the line. That checkered flag can be yours. Eventually. He's young, he will learn. Not a bad result. Or not a bad drive, rather, for his first time at this track. So, championship standings so far. Gunnell leads on 118, then Adders on 116, very close. Slang GT on 110, and myself on 109, so we're so close at the top there. Then Fat Cat Gaming on 62, Chucky War on 48 because he missed that round. All that remains for me to say thank you very much to you for coming and watching this video. Thank you to my Discord members. Perhaps leave a like, maybe subscribe. As you can see, the Discord is growing. We've got some great events coming up. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye for now.